Maraming hindi sanay, ngunit ang solusyon na sa ating mga kamay. Huwag panghinaan ng loob, tibayan lang ang puso. Malalampasan natin lahat ng mga pagsubok. Aahon, babangon, susulungan lahat. Walang maiiwan, hihilain pa angat. Bata matanda, mayaman o mahirap, walang ligtas sa sakit na kumakalat. Saludo frontliners na humaharap, buwis buhay, kanilang ganap. Lahat ng panganib kanilang tinatanggap, upang itong sakit di na lumaganap. Manalangin, maniwala ka lamang sa taas. Lahat ng mga problema meron din na lunas. Magpatuloy sa pangarap at ito yung panghawakan. Kahit ano pang hadlang, di ka mapipigilan. Ikaw ay Pinoy, dugo na matatapang, hindi umaatras kahit sa anong paglaban. Tulungan lang, huwag magsamantala. Ang buhay ay hirong pasamantala. Lahat ng iyong galaw ikaw magdadala. Kaya ayusin mo na yan bago lumala. Pero nawala, lahat pantay-pantay. Malakas kapag ang Diyos gumagabay. Kapatid, may oras pa. Ipikit ang mata at manalangin ka. Ipikit ang mata at manalangin ka. Darating ang panahon, tayong babangon.
Ano mang unos ang dumating.
Come on.
Kahit bumagsak,
Kahit bumagsak, tayo pa rin.
Tumitig, maniwala. Tayo'y aangat sama-sama. Pag masugatan ay lalaban. Para sa bagong kinabukasan. Tumitig, maniwala. Tayo'y aangat sama-sama. Masugatan ay lalaban. Para sa bagong kinabukasan. Tumitig, maniwala. Tayo'y aangat sama-sama. Masugatan ay lalaban. Para sa bagong kinabukasan. Tumindig, maniwala.
Hello, good morning mga kauno. Wow, it's a Sunday again. Ako, kumusta po kayo? It's quite, sa labas po, tinitignan ko po, it's raining. Okay? I would like to believe na sa inyo din po, medyo umuulan. Tama po ba? Okay. So, napaka-significant ng araw na to. You know what? Today is Sunday, and this is the last Sunday of 2020, of year 2020. Parang ang bilis ng panahon, ano? Can you imagine? Parang kailan lang eh. We started, of course, January, then ang dami nangyari na. Then here comes this talagang, tawagan natin, pandemic. It has been months. My goodness. So, kuwan lang po tayo. Hold on. Kagaya ng sinasabi ko, today is Sunday. Offer palagi natin po kay God. It's a holiday, no? Kailangan po give everything muna kay God. No? Let's glorify and honor God. In fact, ito nga po, sabi ko nga po, if you're looking for a reason bakit magpapasama tayo, tignan natin yung sarili natin, yung pamilya natin, yung mga kaibigan natin. At when you see yourselves na healthy po kayo, wala po kayong sakit. In other words, malaking rason, a very good reason to give thanks and honor God. Ito po. At sa atin naman, at our end, syempre, nagpapasalamat tayo sa mga leaders natin. Of course, kay Boss William, sa ating mga BOD, no? Maraming salamat po. Sir GM, Sir Gary, salamat po. Mga leaders natin, mentors natin. Maraming salamat po for guiding us. So, because of this so-called guidance, because of this vision headed by our leader, meron tayong talagang tinitignan, sinusundan, no? At ito yung sinasabi natin, good health. Sabi ko nga, after all, at the end of the day, no? Tingnan natin for many months, at the end of the day, makikita po natin na what we have, no? Yung ang sabi natin, good health. Kanina po si Sir, at of course, before the program, nag-uusap-usap po kami at na-mention po natin or namin yung regarding sa number of months na meron na po tayong pandemic. Talaga habang ang vaccine, sabi nga nito, it's all over the news na may vaccine na daw, but but currently, at saka reality-wise, sabi nga nila, wala pa na-inject sa atin Philippines. So, ano po ang ating kaparaanan? We should be healthy, take care of our body. So, kaya po itong ating opportunity ngayon, itong ganitong ating, should I say, session, no? Nakakapag-share on my part. I always tell you na I'm very, very grateful because hindi po lahat ng doktor they are given this kind of opportunity na makapag-share. Ang dami naman mga doctors, mga health workers, mas magaling pa sa akin So pinagkatiwalaan ninyo ako. So on my part po, I'll do my best. I'll do my best na tama at correct information po ang isi-share ko. Hindi fake news. No? Kakabuti lang po. Sige. So, okay, ang ganda ng ating topic, no? Actually, it's very common and I've been receiving questions about that. It's IDA, or IDA, ang kapronounce nila. Anong ibig sabihin ng IDA? So, iron deficiency anemia. In fact, it's very common, especially among, developing countries sa itong anemia. And for your information, no? Ang daming klase ng anemia. Okay. Yung isa nga nabasa ko, 300 to 400 types of anemia daw. Wow, ang dami. During my medical school days, marami kaming pinag-aralan na mga types of anemia. Aside from this, iron deficiency anemia. So, allow me to open my PowerPoint presentation. No? Yan. Sana nakikita na ninyo. There you go. Okay na ba? Nakikita na? So, as I'm showing you the first page of the presentation, kita na naman ninyo ang title natin is iron deficiency anemia. So, ano po itong iron deficiency anemia? And again, as a reminder, ito ay, I should say, series po ito, di ba? We started with letter A. Napakasimple ng ating presentation, but what we want is yung approach natin ay para maging mas malawak, mas maging comprehensive, practical. So ginawa po natin to. So obviously, today is letter I. The next time that I'm going to conduct a sharing of health awareness or concerns na lecture would be starting with letter J. Exciting din po yun. Pero ito muna. Kasi ang dami po nitong mga katanungan at meron po itong iba, they're actually suffering from it even at this point. And to some, iba-iba ang kanilang reaction. Ang iba po, ang reaction nila, parang wala lang. Parang normal lang naman po yun. Di ba? May mga ganun pa nga eh. Akala nila pumuputi ka. Ikaw na pala, pale na pala. hindi, it's not the effect of a whitening supplement, but may problema pala. So, that has to be addressed. O kaya naman yung iba, konting changes lang, iba naman ang reaction. Okay. So, I'm looking at the at my my phone. Ako'y nagpapasalamat uli, no? Ang dami na naman po na. Okay, habang naka-flash po yan, I think it would be fair if I would read some of the reads dito. Okay lang po ba? Sige. Anong inabutan ko? Sorry. So, sabi ni Hatid o H. Anipal, good morning. Pa-shout out po sa Team Freedom. Watching from Egypt. Wow, layo nun ha. Hi, Jamela, Sarah. Hi, Nigel Kapuspos. Hi po, good morning. Team Entrepreneur by Feli Sosteguer de la Cruz. That's nice. How about si Jan Marvin O. Musende? Yes, kita na po. Kanina siguro to. Thank you, Jan. Salamat po. Hi, Aisa Litada. There you go. Mahaba to. Basahin natin. Sabi ni FSO Losod Obsial. Pa-whisper po kay Mentor Tuni or Chuni to. Chuni siguro. Lagahit at Iya Basila. At kay Upline Anthony. Upline Marvin Papulona. Daming upline. Upline Ronald Fabregal. Upline Cheryl Socorro. parang kilala ko ito, at buong team ISA 4x4 International System. Dito naman po ako natutuwa pag may mga members tayo. They always happy yung mga nagawang sacrifices sa kanila or teaching sa kanila ng mga leaders nila. So that's good, ano? Matutuwa po ang ating mga leaders at uplines po ninyo. So, hi, ito na nga po, Up Cheryl Socorro. Watching from Cavite. Dito sa Cavite si Up Cheryl. Very good. From Dubai, si Aplin Lopez. There you go. From Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, Annalie Delas. There you go. Sige. From Burgos, Isabela, si Eugenia Madarang. From Pampanga, MJ. Mahirap tandaan. Ulit-ulit lang. MJ. Okay, there you go. So, from Dubai, Merry Christmas, advance Happy New Year. Sabi ni Joyce Brigole. At pa-whisper in Sepaos. Paano ba pag-pronounce ito? Watching from Riyadh. Saan siya? Pagkabasa ko. So, there you go. While I'm still awaiting for other brief po ninyo, pwede po ba if ready na po tayo? Palagay naman po, ready. Yeah, I'll wait for your answer. Palagay po, ready. Para ma-share po natin to. Very exciting, very common ito. Yet, at our level, kaya natin po ma-address ito at our level. So, malaking may tutulong. May I see? Any comment? Ready. Sige nga. Good morning muna. Basahin ko muna ito. Siguro a little delay lang. No? Ayun, ang bilis ni May Bonicelli. Ready na. So, watching from Coach Tim Boselet, Nigel Kapuspos, from Rumblon, Frederick Gallen. Ready na rin si Upmart Piscadero. Ang galing. Uy, syempre yung ka-teammate ko, Team General, Blessed Sunday, Doc. Ready na. I'm ready. Update. Banyas. Say pa. Naka-Facebook ko ito si Updaisy. Okay. By the way, for those of you who want to ask questions, you just message me. Of course, Messenger. Just place your message in there. No? Para masagot. Minsan may apologies lang. Sometimes I would answer medyo not on the real time sometimes, no? Kasi medyo may trabaho po, medyo busy din po. But I'll do my best. Minsan nga po, pag early morning, pag open ko, andun yung question, dun po ako sumagot. Alas ng umaga yung mga questions. Kasi pag morning, trabaho tayo. Okay, from Saudi Arabia, Mary Grace Pariolan. From Abu Dhabi, UAE, Tetam Faruden. Ready na rin po si Jane Loris N. Maleriado or Bien. Very good. Ready na rin si Tetam Faruden. Wow, ang daming ready. Thank you. Ang dami. Thank you very much. Okay, there you go. From Davao del Sur. I'm overwhelmed. Sige. So, iron deficiency anemia. Okay. Sabi ko kanina, this is one, if not the most common type of anemia. At ito pong anemia na ito, klaseng anemia na ito, meron po yan, parang kung tawagin natin, spectrum. Anong ibig sabihin ko ng spectrum? Meron po pag mild, pag mild, there are measures that we can do in order to correct this one. Kasi po, ito po ay here, talagang medical na po talaga ang kanyang approach. So again, shout out at pasasalamat natin ganito sa lecture natin, mga sources natin. So I recognize the sources, the authors on this, para ma-share ko sa inyo. And baka makalimutan ko po mamaya, I always tell you na yung 5 natin strategy you have to boost your immune system. Ulit-ulit ko pong sinasabi, at the end of the day, ito pong ating katawan, ito po yung ating frontier, sabi nga nila. Because yung disease, yung mga microbes, andyan lang yan, eka nga po. But we have to make our body healthy, no? Para we can ward off those microbes or mga diseases. Pangalawa po, manage the so-called comorbid diseases or illnesses. Again, I'm reminding everybody, kaya nga ito napakagandang opportunity to remind everybody. Bakit po? Based on this, sabi nga po, those with hypertension, those who are obese, those who have lung diseases, heart diseases, have a higher risk of being infected by this COVID, no? Itong coronavirus. And the worst part is that because of that comorbid disease na na-experience ng isang taong may ganun nga po, ito pong nangyayari. Medyo mas severe ang kanilang presentation. So, very important then na i-address natin yon. So, kung mataas ang BP natin, so our lifestyle, sa food natin, of course, advice ng doctor ninyo, and of course, the supplement ay dapat nasa tamang paraan, nasa tamang management para ma-lower yon. Para you would avoid being a risk factor for that matter. Ano? Kasi meron, sabi ko nga nung unang, there are risk factors that are modifiable. Anong ibig sabihin ng modifiable? We can do something about it. We can do something about it. No? May mga risk factors, for example, age. Ang edad, andyan na yan. So, kasi based on the study, ang two groups ng mga older group o kaya naman yung younger group, yan ang mas high risk sa ganitong infection. So, of course, you can change your age. No? Sabi nga, you can lie about your age, but your age would remain accordingly. No? Di naman pwedeng imagine. Okay. And the third strategy, ito po yung antioxidant natin, which I'm very happy because very rich po ng antioxidants ang ating mga tinitake. Of course, sa ating company po, kayo ang nag-a-address or ina-address natin yung gut health. Because based on studies, nakita natin ang relationship ng immune system at saka gut natin. Okay? At panglima, very, very important po. We must have that so-called mental and emotional health. So napansin po ninyo, ina-address po natin, holistic nga po ang approach natin. Okay, so much for that. Ano? Sige. Let's go to the next slide. There you go. Yun. So, pag sinabing iron deficiency anemia, we have to remember this iron is an important mineral. So, alam natin yun, di ba? Because it helps maintain a healthy blood. So, napaka-important. Later, we will learn kung ano pa ba ang gamit ng iron. Mineral na iron. Hindi yung bakal, iba yun. So, a lack of iron, ito na po yung sinasabi natin, iron deficiency anemia or IDA. Yun, there you go. So, yun pa ibig sabihin, ano? Yun ang importansya nun. And later, we would discover kung saan po, paano po tayo makakatulong at ano po ang nagiging effect nito. Remember the spectrum, merong mild, the presentation order, may moderate, at may severe. At kada spectrum na yan, may kanya-kanyang management. Okay, there you go. Ako, natutuwa po ako. I'm humbled. Ang dami na, oh wow. Natin, very good po. Salamat, salamat po. So, there you go. Let's go to the next slide. So, for the next slide, just a little explanation. Medyo a little ko lang to ha. Mga tidbits ng mga information about our topic. Now, in particular, the iron na mineral, is a major component of hemoglobin. So, siguro narinig na po ninyo ang hemoglobin. That's why I emphasize in the word hemoglobin. Ito pong hemoglobin, napaka-importante. Saan po ito natatagpuan? It is found in the red blood cells. So, kada red blood cells may hemoglobin. At ano po ang function ng hemoglobin? It carries oxygen from your lungs to other parts of the body. So, nakikita naman po ninyo na dito yung animation natin. Yan po mga cells na yan, those biconcave cells, yan po ang red blood cells. So, kada red blood cells, meron pong hemoglobin. At anong importansya nito? Itong hemoglobin, ito po ang nagdadala ng oxygen sa from your lungs going to other parts of the body. Kailangan po ng oxygen ng ating mga cells po. Hindi lang po exclusive sa lungs yan. It has to be distributed to other parts of the body. Ngayon, para magkaroon ka ng healthy na hemoglobin, you must have a so-called mineral known as, ito na nga po, iron. So, come to think of it, no? Pag ina-analyze mo, pag nagka-problem ka sa iron, mababa ang iron mo, therefore it would affect the hemoglobin, which in turn would affect the oxygen carrying capacity of the red blood cell. At pag mababa ang oxygen mo sa katawan, ayun na po ang mga manifestation. In fact, mamaya, makikita ninyo, naalala niyo po yung letter F ang ating topic, letter F, ha? It was about fatigue, di ba? Naalala niyo po? Parang pagod na pagod. In fact, isa ito possible manifestation if mababa po ang oxygen sa katawan. And in this case, the iron deficiency anemia po ay dahil nga po sa mababa ang iron. So nakita niyo ang relationship, ha? Kung bakit kailangan ng iron, anong naapektuhan? It's the hemoglobin. At yung hemoglobin sa loob ng red blood cell, ang nagte-carry ng oxygen. At pag may problem along the way, so makikita natin ang importansya. So minsan pag nakita ninyo, namumutla, yan, madaling pagod, or shortness of breath. Ano po ang gamit ng iron? So, iron is also part of myoglobin. May na hemoglobin, which is inside the red blood cells, or part of the red blood cell. Ito naman, myoglobin. Ano po ang myoglobin? Ito ay protina din, kagaya ng hemoglobin. And it carries and stores oxygen. Parehas din ang function. Kaya lang, specifically, in the muscle tissues. Our muscles, indeed, kailangan po ng oxygen din po. Din po yun. So, for it to function, ang ating muscles kailangan ng oxygen among others na requirements niya. Ito isa sa importante. Ang daming naapektuhan pala nito. That is why if you lack iron, makikita mo talaga systemic ang kanyang manifestation. Ibig sabihin talagang mararamdaman po talaga, magmamanifest po talaga. What else? Ano pa po bang importansya ng iron? Well, iron din po is very important for healthy brain development and growth. Yan, sa mga children natin. And for the normal production and function of various cells and hormones. So mapapansin niyo itong iron na to, itong mineral na to. Kung ang akala lang natin is iron, lack of iron would produce iron deficiency anemia, which is correct naman po. Ang dami pa po palang maapektuhan. So ganun pong ibig sabihin dito. So we need, therefore, at this point, we really need iron, this mineral iron. Okay? So, ito, isi-share ko ito. Kasi medyo ano ito, usually, pag nag-discuss about iron deficiency anemia or about iron, simply sasabihin lang po na it can cause anemia, etc. Ito, isi-share ko ito para mas ma-appreciate niyo on how to get those iron. May dalawa pong klaseng iron. Isulat niyo to, ha? Take note of this. Meron tayong sinasabing hemi at saka non-hemi form. Tandaan nyo, dalawa po yan. Hemi at non-hemi form. Sige nga po. Aalamin natin anong ibig sabihin ng hemi na iron at anong ibig sabihin ng non-hemi na iron. Anong pagkain ang more common na may hemi at anong pagkain ang common na may non-hemi? Kasi mamaya tatanungin ko po kayo, more of hemi or non-hemi or both po ba ang kinakain ninyong type of iron? Okay, sige nga po. Pag sinabi nating hemi, this is usually found in animal flesh. Sa mga source mo, animal, meat, yung poultry, yung seafood. Ang nakukuha ninyong iron doon ay ang tawag na, kung tawagin ay hemiform. Hemiform. Okay. What if you have the non-hemi iron? This is found in plants. Yan, sa mga tanim. Like whole grains, nuts, seeds, legumes, and leafy green. So, in other words, from this text alone, from this information alone, parang sinasabi ng ating mga expert, you can have iron from animal source at saka plant source. Okay, kaya lang dadagdagan natin yan. Konti lang ha. Non-hemi iron is also found in animal flesh. So, both the hemi form and non-hemi form can be found in animal flesh because dito po, as animals consume plant foods with non-hemi iron. So, because of that consumption ng animal na yan. And also fortified foods, non-hemi yan. So, why do we have to discuss this one? Before I'll answer that one, anong implikasyon nito physiology-wise, ano? Sa ating health, itong hemi at non-hemi. So siguro ang iba something new. Something na, is this the first time? May I see in here? If this is the first time you have heard of this hemi and non-hemi form of iron, can you write first time or you had that before? Nga, tingnan ko nga sa comment. Habang inaantay ko yung comment po, I'll be greeting you. Hi up Virginia Martinez. Hi up, syempre, magaling nating LBNA member, up Jos Toralba Riguel. There you go. Seeing the response, sabi ni Up Jobael Sebastian Villaflor. First time. Okay, very good. Sige. How about the other folks? This is the first time then. Very good. At least may nasi-share tayo. Si Afmay Bonicel. Sabi niya first time din. Sakler's Secor. Tama ba ka-pronounce ko? So, kasi may implikasyon ito. So, probably when you do your health sharing, no? Health info sharing, at napapunta po yung topic ninyo sa iron deficiency, pwede ninyo itong i-share. Okay, basahin ko lang po yung mga nag-respond. Salamat po. Ubi Buenafe, first time. Si Ap Lorelai, Lorely de la Cruz Bahal, first time. Ap Julie Pai. Si Ap Marlin Oriondo. Si Ap Jean Idrogal. Sabi ni Ap May Libar. Syempre, si Ap May Libardo, ang aking mentor sa LBNA. Hello po, Ap May. She heard na po before, Doc. Thank you, Ap May. Mag-add po kayo ng information, Ap May, regarding this one. Up Cheryl Socorro, first time din po. Up Hamsia Almasa. Up Jeffrey Bakiran, first time. Up Anili. Marami. I think so far si Up May lang ang nagsabi na she has heard of this. Thank you po. Up Susan Umalay. Thank you po. Very good. Sige, first time Up Landa Rossi. So, dahan-dahanin ko ito. So, ulitin ko po. There are two forms. Meron pong hemi at non-hemi. Hemi, usually animal flesh or animal source. Pag non-hemi, plant foods like the whole grains, legumes, leafy greens, at pwede rin sa animal flesh, providing that animal consumes plant food. So, balik pa rin tayo sa plant food. Ano? So, there you go. So, thank you po sa response ninyo. Ito na, basahin ko yung Upday na Jimenez. Thank you very much. So, anong implikasyon if we have two forms of iron? Because, ito, tingnan nyo po hemi iron, based on study ito is better absorbed by the body than non-hemi iron. So ulitin ko po ano ulit yung mga hemi iron, animal source, right? Ang non-hemi iron, usually plant-based, at saka kung pwedeng animal flesh, pero itong animal na to, itong certain animal is consuming plant as food. So ganun po ang naging situation doon. Ulitin natin nakalagay naman po. The implication in here is that our body absorbs the hemi iron better than that of the non-hemi iron. So probably ngayon, teka doktor, therefore, if na-absorb yung hemi iron better than that of the non-hemi iron, does that mean, doctor, na hindi na ako kakain ng plant-based? Kasi mas na-absorb dito animal base or animal source. Diba? Mas na-absorb ito, mas magagamit ito ng katawan natin, itong hemi. Okay, what should be the answer? Marami pang nagsasabing first time. Hello po, Mary Jean Banbanua. Thank you very much. Sige, ito ang implikasyon. May kaparaanan tayo. At dito pumapasok din po ang supplement natin. Based study. Para mas maganda at mas effective ang absorption ng iron sa katawan natin, sasabayan natin yan po ng anong vitamin? Ito po, vitamin C. So yun po pala ang solusyon. So, though hemi iron is better absorbed than that of the non-hemi iron, for both, mas maganda if you will consume it with vitamin C. Sa juice mo, yan, sa food supply mo, sa supplement mo, Yun ang ibig sabihin. Oh. So, mag-partner po yun. Yan ang partner natin dito. Iron supplement or iron food and vitamin C. Anong reason natin? For better absorption, whether it's a hemi-type or non-hemi-type. Okay ba? May natunan tayo? Di ba? So, later we're going to discover anong possible products, supplement ang merong iron. Di ba? Definitely, yung ating wheatgrass and barley. You can have the cryptorganic. So, pwede sabayan ng vitamin C. Aside from the vitamin C having, kung tawagin natin on its own, may antioxidant effect, maganda sa katawan, may isa pa po palang magandang effect. Pagkasabay niya yung iron, it promotes better absorption of the iron. Ayun. So, pag kayo po ay nagrekomenda, ito, take po kayo ng wheatgrass and barley. Ito, may vitamin C para mas ma-absorb. Yun ang ating sinasabi. But because that is based on facts, it is based on study. Okay po ba? O, tingnan ko nga kung okay. Kung naman po dito, kung okay. Malagay naman po kung okay, kung naintindihan po. Imagine we were able to discuss the two types of iron or form of iron. Then, anong implication nito, physiology-wise? And what to do kung ganun po when it comes to absorption. So, all we have to do, napakasimpleng solution, vitamin C. Sige nga, may I see? Okay po, Doc. Thank you, Up Virginia Martinez, Up May Boniciele. Parang Italian, ano? Tama ba? Up May, kapronounce ko. Thank you. Up Didina Bataler. Up Arnel Mara. Thank you. Okay daw. Very good. So, majority kanina said the first time nila yung hemi at non-hemi plus this information. Wow. Thank you very much. Sige. What else? Okay. Ay, ang dami. Thank you. Tersa Sahilan. Hamsia Almasa. There you go. Wow, thank you. Si Frederick Antolin Galin, clap-clap pa. Thank you, thank you. I like those mga ganun ng mga emoji. No? Salamat po, salamat po. Nakakagana mag-discuss po. I'm looking at my, pardon me, I'm looking at my phone din po, yung oras, no? Kasi medyo after this, ika nga, sabi ko nga kay Sir, sa ating IT, magaling natin IT, Sir DJ. Ako po medyo tuloy ko yung trabaho ko naman. So medyo sakto lang po ito. Itong time na to, I can share information. Sige, there you go. Ang dami po. Napakagandang info, sabi ni Apelda Kisto. Thank you very much po. Okay. Sige. Now, these are facts about in relation to iron deficiency anemia. One is lots of women, not just vegetarians and pregnant women, find it hard to get enough iron. So, may pag-aaral, ito ay nabasa ko po. Marami-rami pong, vegetarians at saka babae, ang meron pong iron deficiency anemia. One of the reason is that, of course, physiology on a certain age ng women na nagre-regla pa, nagre-regla o menstruation. So, lalo na kung excessive, ito po ay nakakabawas po ng iron supply sa katawan. So, this is one of the reason kung bakit ganun po. O kaya naman po pag buntis, lalo na pag second or third trimester, kasi ang demand ng baby medyo malaki na rin. So, nagkakaroon ng, should I say, diversion or usage ng iron para siyempre sa growing baby inside the tummy. So yun ang mga reason. Of course, itong vegetarians, we have the non-hemi type of iron. Ano? So, baka itong vegetarians, they are not aware na in order for the hemi form, non-hemi form of iron to be well absorbed, all they have to do is drink vitamin C or take vitamin C. Okay. What else? Ano pa mga information? Another information that I can share is that, remember, yung sinasabi natin fatigue, no? Last time na topic natin, it comes from a lack of oxygen. Di ba? Lack of oxygen. So, i-trace natin yung iron kaya sa hemoglobin. Ang hemoglobin nasa red blood cell. At pag mahina ang hemoglobin, no? Ang kanyang capacity to carry oxygen to be distributed to the body ay nagsasuffer din. Ang manifestation yan, yun nga po, fatigue, shortness of breath. So marami po yun. So, I don't know, I have mentioned this term, itong medical term. Ano itong medical term na to? Hypoxia. Can you please direct your attention in this medical term? Hypoxia. Ibig sabihin po nito sa body natin, sa tissue natin, mababa po ang oxygen level, yung distribution ng oxygen doon. So, hypoxia po ang tawag. So, low oxygen level of the body. Ang term po natin, hypoxia. Yan. So, ito nga po, if you do lack oxygen, there will be symptoms like, pansinin nga ninyo, baka meron po kayo nito. Palagi ba kayong may headache, may dizziness, shortness of breath, or fatigue. At kung ano-ano na pong iniisip natin na sakit. Baka, let's go muna to the basic. Look at your, assess po natin kung baka may anemia po tayo. Of course, assessment, no? Yung mas proper na assessment. Mas maganda the doctor will see you and there is usually a laboratory na gawin. But of course, there are physical manifestations, no? Or signs and symptoms. Kagaya nga nito, magmamanifest ng headache, dizziness, shortness of breath, and fatigue. Madaling mapagod po. So, can you please assess yourself? Baka you just lack iron. Di ba? Baka yun lang ang problema. Di ba? Paki-check naman po. Okay, minsan po, ang ginagawa namin, minsan kahit ito dito sa mata mo na, if you press this down, no? Not so much naman. Press this down, tapos tignan niyo po kung medyo pinkish or pale. So, that would be a sign, a good sign, or that would suggest baka po may anemia or anemic po kayo. Kaya naman dito po, sa finger ninyo, yung finger ninyo, no? Try to press it. No? Tingnan nyo yung ginagawa ko, i-press. Usually ito mga ginagawa namin. Kasi ang mga pasyente nagre-reklamo, ba't mo ba pinipress ang finger? That's why the doctor must explain his procedure. Kasi ang iba, medyo sensitive. Sabi na, pag pinipress mo yan, not so much naman, sakto lang po. No? For a few seconds, then release. Pag release niyo, tignan niyo po yung finger niyo, yung nails niyo po. Pag bumalik po sa dating color, pinkish, sabi nga natin, quickly, maganda po ang circulation. Most likely, again, these are just signs and symptoms. Mga suggested physical exam lang po yun. Most likely, you don't have anemia pag mabilis po. Pero pag press niyo, everybody, press niyo. Gusto niyo yung katabi niyo, press. And sakto lang yung hindi kayo mag-aaway. Ibang doktor kasi pag press nila, yung finger pa, ginaganon talaga masaya. Just fun lang. Between your thumb and your other finger. Ganun lang po. Pwede na po yun. No? Tapos, release it. Observe. Dapat babalik po kagad ang color niya. Natural color. Pag medyo matagal po at pale pa rin, there got to be a problem. Pa-check po kayo. Did you do the activity? Napakasimpleng activity yan. So, hindi lang po sa skin, na parang pale. Itong mata na po, nito, ginaganon lang po. You just pull this down. Not so much na... there you go. Sorry, napatingin lang ako sa phone. Just pull it down a bit. Tignan niyo po yung R. Kaya naman yung finger test. Yan. I hope you're doing that. Okay. So, what's... Now, come to think of it, since we have a so-called animal source at saka plant source, you can usually get enough iron from your diet. Ito nga ang problema. Because of the change ng ating nagbabago lifestyle natin, diet modification natin, preference natin, stress level natin, and those other factors, The question is, napakasimple lang di ba? Dapat, supposed to be, we can get enough iron from those sources. Imagine, animal at saka plants. But how come, meron pa nagkakaroon ng iron deficiency? So, of course, one is the nutrition reason, di ba? But there are other things or conditions na pwedeng not necessary because of nutritional factor. Well, another is ni bleeding ka ba? For example po, mga taong may ulceration, gastric ulceration, at merong bleeding po. Di ba? May bleeding doon. Sabi nga nila, kain naman po, ba't parang pa rin po, parang pain. But you have to, kailangan ma-check po. No? Usually sa amin po, isang kaparaanan namin to determine kung meron pong bleeding dun po sa stomach ninyo, may ulceration or hemorrhage or bleeding. Yun nga po, ini-examine namin yung fecal matter sa tae po. Ginagawa po kami sa laboratory to determine po. We describe of course, the color. Yan. May mga description po yan, may mga examination po yun. Ano pa po, aside from bleeding, baka naman po may mga parasite po dati sa katawan. Especially if sa mga children natin, kung saan-saan po naghahawak, no? Walang proper guidance ninyo, hindi nagwawash ng kamay, paa. So baka may nakatira na po na parasite doon and they are eating nutrients and depriving the body of the so-called important mineral or nutrients. So yun ang mga maraming dahilan. Okay, so very, very important na tayo ay medyo, we do some sort of an assessment on our own. Okay, on our own. Okay, there you go. So, however, if you think you have a healthy diet, listen to this, and according to the expert, a healthy diet does not guarantee a good iron levels. So, basahin ko yan. So, magugulat po. Iba, very confident. Kumakain naman po ng vegetable. Bakit ako may iron deficiency anemia? O anong sagot natin doon? So, pag may partner po kayo, meron po kayong pinag-sharean ng information about anemia, particularly iron deficiency anemia, o aside from telling what is anemia or IDA, ano i-share natin? Yung 2 forms of iron. Pwedeng sabihin mo, alam mo friend, may mga ganun. Alam mo po, tama nga po, healthy nga. In fact, nakikita ko nga, vegetable ang kinakain mo. You continue with that. We're not saying you don't continue with that. As far as iron is concerned, there are 2 forms. Yun, babanat ka na. Alam mo ba, friend, na merong hemi at non-hemi form ang iron? Nako, ang sunod, ano yun? Nako, yun na. Nagdi-discuss ka na, ang sarap na pong mag-share. Alam mo ba, ganito, animal source, ito, plant source, at ganito. Tapos pag sinabi niya, ano mas magkakaroon ng magandang absorption? Sasabihin mo kagad, madali lang yan, friend. Just take it with, anong vitamin? Vitamin C. There you go. Very simple approach, practical approach. Okay? So, there you go. So, it does not guarantee because kailangan ang healthy diet, hindi lang, it should be a complete, no? Balanced diet. Yun po ang dapat eh. Tama po na healthy. We're not removing that one. Dapat healthy naman po. But don't forget a so-called balanced diet. Kaya tinawag na balanced diet. Kasi yun ang kailangan ng katawan natin. Okay? Baka in a healthy diet, you're just addressing one portion lang. You have vegetable, tama naman po yun, pero paano yung ibang nutrients na kailangan? So, ito medyo mahaba. Usually, kaya nga po sabi ko nga po kanina, may spectrum. Mild, moderate, at saka severe yung anemia. I'm talking about iron deficiency anemia. Now, for us to determine, ang mga doctor, usually, meron kaming ginagawang laboratory. Meron kaming history taking, yung tinatanong kung kayo po ba ay madaling mahapo, madaling mapagod, may shortness of breath, may mga ganun po naman katanungan. Physical exam, kagaya ng tinuro sa inyo, I told you to press this one. We do laboratory exam. At ito po yung Well, complete blood count or CBC. Siguro narinig na po ninyo, CBC, that's complete blood count. At titignan po, maliban po doon, yung lapot ng hematocrit. And of course, yung na-mention natin kanina, hemoglobin. By the way, sino po sa inyo ang nag-donate na ng dugo? Di ba? Isang criteria doon for you to be qualified to donate blood. Eh, sabi nga nila, dapat hindi ka anemic. Maganda ang hemoglobin mo, ang hematocrit mo, ang level. So meron pong ginagawa, may drop po doon. I don't know, anybody in here na nag-donate na ng blood? May I know? Sino po dito nag-donate na ng blood? May I know po, mga kasama? Habang inaantay ko po. Okay, greet ko muna yung iba. Hi, Up Arsenio Gomez. Up Jenary Villegas. Up Island Ibo. Up Junel Taganta. Up Arnel Mara. So anybody na nag-donate o nag-donate ng blood na po, have you experienced that one? Sige nga. Sa LBNA, alam niyo po, may mga Red Cross tayo na mga member sa LBNA. So, expert po sila dito. So-called pag-extract blood, no? For blood transfusion. Ito, may sumagot po. Ako po, sabi ni Ap Alona Caccio. Si Ap Jeffrey Bakiran, very good. Ap FSO Luzon Obsial. Ako, very good. So, nakaka-reflect po yan pag nag-donate. You are helping somebody. At alam naman po natin, it's all over the news naman, yung need ng blood, no? Para po ma-share po sa iba. So there you go. So, probably up yung mga nag-donate na experience ninyo, isa sa criteria yung sinasabi ko nga po is if you have a good, kung hindi kayo make for that matter na, tinitignan po yung lapot ng dugo ninyo. There you go. Hey, si Up Bronwyn. Hi, Up Bronwyn, Italia. Hello po, and I believe it's early morning sa kanila. Thank you very much po, Up Bronwyn. Salamat po. Me, blood donor po since year 2000 under Red Cross still here sa UAA. Congrats, Up Tetam, paro din. Very good, ang galing. Kuan yan eh. How do you call that? May tinatawag yung Galloners Club. Parang ganun, Galloners. Tama po, Up Tetam, paro din. Pag naka-donate ka ng certain number of blood, no? Hindi naman isang pagkuha yan, of course. Through time, ika nga. Meron niyang award. Regina Atas likes your show, Dr. Ric Cordero. Thank you so much for sharing. Salamat din po. Salamat sa opportunity. From Valenzuela City, Coach Nimpa Tordil. Si Aon Wenditalia, every 3 months, correct, every 3 months since 2008. Sige nga po, may tanong ako sa inyo since na-brought up ni Up Bronwyn. Thank you, Up Bronwyn. My question is, why every 3 months? Why not every month? You can donate 1 unit, 1 pack of blood. Sige nga po, medyo nag-segue lang ako. We're talking about CBC, hematocrit, no? Can you please state? Sige nga po. Di ba tayo nagtataka? Bakit po? Yung iba gustong mag-donate. Malakas naman ako, Doc. Pwede ako mag-donate every month. Isang bag, isang pack ang tawag na. That is usually 450 to, well, technically 450 ml. Okay. Question is, why is it that based on the guidelines, you can donate blood only every 3 months. Okay? Every 3 months. Bakit kayo? Sige nga po. Give me a more ito, magandang sagot to. Dadagdagan pa natin. Sige po. Sabi ni Arnel Mara, malapit-lapit yung sagot niya. To replace blood. Tama po. To replace blood. Sige. Yun na po na direction, yung sagot ni Arnel Mara. Thank you very much. Bakit po, Doc? Sabi ni Virginia Martinez. Sabi ni Tersa Sahilan. Every 3 months po kasi nagpapalit ng blood doctor. Okay. Sige. Good morning. Very good, Tersa Sahilan. Very good. Galing nila, Arnel at Tersa. So, tama po. The reason why yan po ang pwede na mag-donate ka every month, not every week. Pero mo 500 liters. Ilan bang liters o liter ng dugo ang isang adult male? Mga around 4 to 6 liters lang yan. Biruin mo. Kung every week daw magdodonate ng 1 pack, ay wala na. Okay. So, may mga sumasagot dito. So, before ko ikuan yung specific, actually, mga sagot nyo tama po yan. So, for the maturity po ng red blood cells, Doc, sabi ni Aptetam Farutin, very good. Para bagong blood ang makuha nila, sabi ni Jubael, Sebastian, Villaflor, very good. Maturity ng new red blood cells, nako, palapit ng mga sagot nila. Nila Aptetam Farudem. Okay, tama po sagot ninyo. Again, the question, ano ang lifespan? Tama po si Absolosod of Shell to clean blood, Doc. Tama din po. Ito muna, bago ko sagutin kung bakit. Ano po ang lifespan? Anong lifespan? Buhay. No? Lifespan ng red blood cells. Mula nung magkaroon ng, pwede ko bang gamitin ang word na baby red blood cells? Nung young blood pa hanggang mag-mature until it will die. Kasi may lifespan po yun. Ano po ang average number of days ng red blood cells? Sige nga po, tignan ko po. Sabi ni May Libardo, lifespan of RBC. Tama po si Ma'am Libardo, May. Very good. Sige. Para isa po ang sagot ko for those two questions. Para napapalitan ng bagong dugong ating katawan. Tama po, Nympha Cordero. So, ang next question ko, ano ang average lifespan ng red blood cells in terms of days? Sige nga po. Para masagot natin, kasi pag nasagot natin yon, okay, pag nasagot natin mga kasama, we will get the rationale. Bakit nagdo-donate every 3 months? At yun po ang nire-require. Yun po ang the healthy way to donate. At kaya ng katawan natin. So, in terms of days, so sabi ni Jubael, 7 days. Okay. Arnold Mara, 3 months. Days tayo, days. Tama po yun. Tama. Kasi every 3 months na po. Your blood supply need to replenish blood, sabi ni Up Brown yung Detalya. Yes, pwede. Ako, Doc, 2 beses, sabi ni Up Nick Kale. Para ma-circulate yung blood, dapat pala nagsi-circulate yan. Up talaga. Tama po. Jeffrey Bakiren, 30 days. Up May, 120 days. Yun, there you go. Every 2 weeks po, Doc. Nako, 500 cc or 450 ml of blood every 2 weeks. Nako po, or every week. Di kaya po yun. Pathological na po yun. We're talking about one pack. Hindi yung mga, anong tawag nito? Yung mga blood extraction na pang blood chem. Diba? O kaya naman yung pag-prick ng dugo, lalo na yung mga nagsasuffer ng dengue. Iba po yun. Ibang amount po yun. What we're talking in here is the one for blood transfusion. Yung isang pakete, 1 pack, 1 unit. Okay, and that's around 450. Okay, ito na po. Of course, the correct answer is it is around 80 to 120 days. Ang isang blood cell po ay meron pong lifespan na 80 to 120 days. Ibig sabihin, by the time from a young red blood cell mag-mature until it become an older one. So may lifespan din po yun. Yun po ang basis, yun po ang isang major basis kung bakit every 3 months po ang pwede ka mag-donate. Okay? So that should not be less than that. Kasi hindi pa fully nagmamature yung iba, hindi pa fully na-produce yung ibang red blood cell. Okay. Thank you for that answers. Thank you very much. Okay. So, nakalagay naman po dito, a typical adult man has blood with 40 to 52% red blood cells. The rest are plasma, the fluid portion. At for an adult woman, it is around 30 to 47% according to source to, Mayo Clinic. So thank you for the source nito. Medyo nabigyan tayo ng figure. So yun po. Let's continue. So dami natin na mention tuloy doon. Na segue natin. Pero at least information. So again, as mentioned a while ago, pregnant people are more likely to have anemia. So ang mga reasons doon, sabi ko nga po, especially the second, mid or third trimester, nagkakaroon na po nung the need for iron nag-i-increase. Hindi lang para sa nanay, pati rin po yung baby. So yun po ang rason. Okay, good. What else? Again, na-mention na po natin, even vegetarians. So, mas maganda. Kasi mahirap makipag-away, no? Sasabihin ng vegetarian, I am healthy because I'm eating the right food. I'm eating vegetable. I'm eating those greens, di ba? May mga ganon. How come I was diagnosed to have iron deficiency anemia? What's wrong? Yun, babanat ka na. Because there are two forms of iron. Yun, babanat ka. Hemi and then hemi. Wow! Gandang discussion. Okay? So, should I continue with the vegetarian diet or food? Pwede po, tama po yun. But it should be more of a balanced diet. Sabi pa nga doon, complete and balanced diet. Mas maganda po. So, if this so-called spectrum, yung mild, moderate, at saka severe type of anemia, pag dito pa po sa mild, pwede pa po yung sabi nga natin, we can modify our diet, proper na nutrition, pwede pa natin ma-address. But if it is already on this portion, lalo na yung severe, nutritional management alone, hindi na po kaya. At wag naman po sana tayo dumating dito. This is the so-called blood transfusion, which are usually done in the hospital or by an expert, medical expert. Diba? Wag na po sanang dumating doon. But with that blood transfusion, indeed, you can correct the iron. Okay? So, yun po. Sana hindi po dumating sa ganun. That is why, at this point, mas maganda po yung healthy living. Diba? Na-share ko na po sa inyo, ano po bang dapat natin gawin? Sabi ko nga po, itong mga support natin, maganda po, good source. Take nga po, sabi ko, the crypto. Take po kayo nung barley, wheatgrass and barley. Sabayan nyo ng vitamin C. Ayun, mas magandang absorption sa katawan. Okay? Take something na eksakto lang. You don't need to overdo things. Okay? Okay. So, looking pale and feeling faint are not the only signs of iron deficiency. Remember that one. So, kanina, na-discuss natin, pwedeng headache, di ba? Shortness of breath. Ang dami pa nga yan. Hindi ko lang na-copy, but ang dami po. In fact, in one source na nakita ko, at a certain level ng iron, no, or hemoglobin rather, makikita doon yung corresponding signs and symptoms. Itong mga headache, itong mas generalized na mga signs and symptoms could suggest na baka mild or even moderate ka lang. Pero there are symptoms na medyo pang severe na talaga, and that's not good. So there you go. So I think ganun lang ka-practical, direct ang ating lecture ngayon. So-called iron deficiency anemia, you've been hearing that. Pero nagkaroon tayo ng additional quiz. Additional information na magagamit natin. So, be healthy tayo, be safe, ha? Okay, so, I'm looking at the time. Sige, mag-extend lang tayo. Konting-konti na lang. Sige, I'll be entertaining a few questions. Pasensya po kayo kasi medyo umikuan tayo may case din po. So, I have to attend to that. Okay. So, habang inaantay ko yung questions, so good morning daw from Kuwait. Sabi ni Norms Corona Gargar. Okay, hello up January Villegas. So, Robeline Fernandez from Dubai. Thank you. Up George Berrera. Up Redino Mamar. Sino pa ba na-miss ko po? Dami sumagot sila up FSO Lusod. Sahin ko lang po, 90 days yung kanina. Very good. So, it's around 80 to 120 days. Tandaan niyo po. So, may mga questions pa po ba? Let me see. Mahirap mag-backtrack. Pero I like your answer. Nakikita ko yung interaction ninyo. Natututo po ako sa inyo. You know that. Whispering, sabi ni Apo Robeline Fernandez. Sa mga app niya, App Noberto Jimenez, Chris Davalos. Wow, ang dami nito ha. Wow. At sa ama ng Voltage app, Volter Muday. God bless you. Of course, nakakakuha ko ito, ka-Facebook ko ito si Walter. Malakas tong to. At ako'y nagpapasalamat. Very active din to. Every time I have my, I do have my FB Live. Very, very cooperative po. Salamat po, salamat po. It goes to everybody din naman po. So, any more question? Aray ko. Ay, natabi ko pa yung light. There you go. Wala bang question? Pero I'm glad that you mentioned na yung first time yung information tapos bagong information. There you go. Mas maganda. Okay, Mark Ian siguro ito, Castillon. Hello. Good morning din po. Ay, syempre, isa sa LBNA practitioner natin, si Odeline Bustillo Abesha. For that. Wow. Hello po. Long time no see na kami mga LBNA. No? Sabi nga, habang there are restrictions, bawal ang social gathering for that matter. So, medyo andyan pa rin naman po ang ating team, yung mga LBNA. No? Huwag po kayong mag-alala. In fact, mas po kami ngayon mas porsigido. Kasi ngayon, ang aming way is to share the information sa inyo, health information. So, if you have questions, magtanong po kayo sa leaders niyo, and of course, LBNA members. Proudly, this group, magagaling po ito. Okay, what's this? Watching from Istanbul, Turkey, Lorelai de la Cruz Obal. Okay, hello po, Turkey. Naalala ko yung Thanksgiving, Turkey yata. Okay, na-segue ko na naman. Okay, sabi ni Aphermo Rose Alato, ano po ba magandang food supplement para sa sakit sa baga? Thank you po. I don't know kung anong sakit sa baga, no, but I think very important po. I don't know kung infectious or non-infectious, pneumonia or you have bronchial asthma. Smoker po ba kayo? Or yung inyong nire-refer dito. But I strongly suggest na i-rich with antioxidant kasi yung repair at saka cleaning natin, importante. So, take a lot of acai berry, ganun po. Mataas ang antioxidant nun. Don't forget din po yung mga FSO because maybe we're dealing with something na may microbes doon at may mga potential po ang FSO na to. Nakikita naman po ninyo sa news yung antimicrobial potential niya. So, aantayin lang po natin yung talagang official na study dito. But there are cases, may mga studies na iba saying na talaga to. And I personally, I do believe in this supplement. So aside from that, yung sinabi ko rin po, vitamin C, para yung mga support the tissue, healthy po yun. And of course, don't forget the wheatgrass and barley. Maganda po yun. Salamat po, sabi ni Up George. I hope I got you got it, Herme Rose Alagos. So, salamat sa mga bagong learnings, Doc Jericho, watching from Voltage. Ano ba, napaka nila Up George si Barrera. Thank you, Up Brownwind Italia. Thank you for the information. I wish the time for this later so I can bring in more people. Oo nga, no? Imagine yung dedication ni Up Brownwind, one of our leaders in USA. It's early morning sa kanila, but here she is, no? Listening, tapos she's gonna share it, building her group. So, yung mga sharing about health. Thank you, Up Brownwind. So, makikita niyo natin ang kanyang dedication. Salamat po, Up Brownwind. RJ Laksama. Sorry. Good afternoon po. New member po ako today lang. Wow, congrats, RG. Grateful that Maricris Eleda. Oy, greet ka, Maricris Eleda. Introduce me sa system na to. I was just actually interested in trying new supplements that could help me ease the pain and itchiness sa breast. I would like to ask kung ano pong product yung na pwedeng pagsabay i-take that may that may help my concern. Thank you po. Thank you. Again, congrats po. Salamat for joining. Salamat din po for tuning in. Yung problem is pain. Okay. Ang kuan po dito is magtatanong lang po ako if you want RJ. Is this ano ang relationship ng pain whenever you have so-called menstruation? Mas painful po ba siya pag palapit na po yung menstruation? Pag ito po ba ay pinapalpate ninyo? Meron po ba kayong should I say nakakapang bukol? Okay? Ang itchiness po ba ito ay anong location? So very, very important yan. But for the meantime, I strongly suggest po since bagong member, you review the product. Why not take po kayo, ang tawag po natin dyan yung crypto po, mag-try po kayo ng crypto, then the vitamin C. Then always take mga antioxidants, no? Kagaya ng acai berry. Very important po yun. Again, yung mga tanong ko sa inyo kanina, please determine kung anong meron doon. Okay? Kasi tinitignan ko po ease the pain and itchiness of the yun po. Kasi po may mga signs and symptoms that are very much connected with the hormonal changes. Yun ang point ko. That's why I'm asking you those things. No? So again, congrats po. At thank you kay Elida, Marcus Elida. Congrats. Hi coach, handbag. Ano ito? Handbag. Anong handbag? Bigla napabasa ko. Apsocoro Caryaga. Ano ibig sabihin po nito? Sige lang po. Please send kung ano ibig sabihin po nito. Handbag H-phone? Ano kaya to? Magandang hapon siguro to. Handbag nakalagay. It's okay, no problem. So, Alona Casio. Thank you, Doc, sa learnings. Thank you din po. Ami Oblianda, thank you po Doc. Linda Maso, thank you din po. Gandang hapon po, Socorro Caryaga, good afternoon. Salamat sa new learning. Practical, diretso lang po. Ano po ang magandang supplement? Sabi ni Evangelica Amor, may recommend sa may problem sa prostate o hirap sa pag-ihip po. So most likely, itong nire-refer ninyo, Evangelica, nasa should I say, older age na, no? Hindi na ito yung younger age. Baka po, tama po kayo, nagkakaroon ng hypertrophy doon. Tawag natin hypertrophy. If this is the prostate, ito po yung daanan ng ihi dyan. Yan, then palabas po. Doon sa ari ng lalaki. Di daanan po yun. Pag nag-hypertrophy po, naiipit po niya yung daanan. That's why there is difficulty sa pag-ihi. So therefore, I always recommend po mga ganito, mag-cleansing po kasi nahirapan pong katawan. I always recommend po, sabi ko nga po, standard sa akin yung crypto po. Very, very important. Then take the vitamin C, take the acai berry. You can all choose from acai berry to with grass and barley. Pili lang po kayo kung saan po mas kung kayo hiyang, ika nga mas comfortable. Kasi iba, okay sa kanila fluid form. Ba naman gusto nila capsule. But ang gusto ko po dito, gusto ko high supplement, high antioxidant rather, at sa akin yung cleansing na aspect. Very, very important. Okay ha? Amor. Watching from KSA Boyet. Siyempre, hindi ko mababasa anong characters yun. Talaga naman. Thank you very much. Uplandaya Rossi. Thank you po, Doc, sa learnings ngayong araw. Dami kong natutunan. Thank you very much. Oh, Brown US can benefit from that. FYI, it's 4 a.m. My goodness. Alas 4 ng umaga. Ewan ko yung iba sa atin kung gising by 4 o'clock. Baka sarap pa ng tulog. But my goodness. Thank you po, Brown. The timeline dito. Thank you sa learnings. Joyce Bregule. Thank you, Doc Rick. Sabi ni Jubael, Sebastian Villaflor. Thank you, Coach. Hermie Rose Alagos. Thank you din. Thank you. Oh, naku, sarap naman. Regina Atanas. Upline Jessa and Ana Marie Mahinay. Ma'am, we are watching Dr. Love you show. Thank you. Wow, thank you very much. I'm humbled po. Salamat po, salamat po. Thank you, Rick, Doc Rick, sa mga learnings about health. Sabi ni Arnel Mar. Thank you. Point of information, FSO and grapeseed will be in the US January, thank God. Oh, sabi ni Up Brownwin. Very good. Ang FSO and grapeseed, mayroon na po sa USA by January. Nako, Up Brownwin, a lot of health benefits for those two supplements. I love those two. Thank you very much. What's the appropriate crypto and wheatgrass dosage? Sabi ni Up DC Dokis Banyas. Well, for cleansing, ako po nag-4-4-4-4 ako sa crypto. Sa wheatgrass and barley naman po, I usually recommend mga 2-2-2. Okay po. Tapos lots of fluid. Fluid po kayo. Very important. Okay, Up Daisy. Thank you very much. Kasi ako, if you would notice yung last time, di ba, ang discussion natin, importante ang sinasabi natin, preventive aspect or promotive aspect of health. Iba yung curative, iba ang rehabilitative, di ba? Magkaiba po yun. Ang approach. Tayo po, we are after the so-called preventive or promotive aspect of health. That is why ito mga tinuturo namin, have a good sleep, be well hydrated, ano pa po, exercise, supplement, diet, nutrition, good air, di ba? Yun po ang mga nire-recommend natin. Because that is more of the preventive aspect. At malaki po ang may tutulong at magagawa natin. The expenses are quite high, especially if it's curative or sa rehab portion na po. Medyo mas mahirap po yun. Okay? So, thank you sa learning for today. Sabi ni Connie Remigio. Salamat din po. Thank you sa learning. Sabi ni FSO, Solusod of Siya. Thank you. Sabi ni May Bonicelli. Parang French or Italian. Doc, anong pwedeng i-take na supplement para sa kamay tumitigas po? I'm wondering kung itong tumitigas po early in the morning. Parang ganun. Diba? Okay? Kasi baka you need you have to take care of your nerve. You have to have good calcium supply. Minerals, no? Kailangan mo yun. Yung barley, maganda po yun. Maganda po. Wheatgrass and barley, maganda. May tutulong. Pa-whisper kay mentor Tony Lagahit, Iya Basila at Ronald Fabrigal. Sabi ni Abjona, Upa. Wow. I thank you, Up Hermo Rose A. Alagos, John Mark E. Inano, watch mo to, best. Best friend. Kuhan mo ha, mag-share po kayo ha. Up Hermi Rose. Yung hemi and non-hemi. Wow. Sabi ni Up RG, wala namang pong buko. It's almost everyday can't jog. Okay. I don't know if you have, if you check yung dito po sa yung mga kulani dito, kung meron po. Paki-check po. Kasi baka po, ang aking first suspicion dyan, hormonal eh. Hormonal changes, nagkakaroon ng, ang tawag po natin dyan, nai-engorge. Mas maraming supply ng dugo because of the hormonal changes. So, ang manifestation sa iyo, yun nga po, fullness or pain, at saka later itchiness. Yun po ang aking point po doon. So, kung deficient lang pala yan po, kagaya ng nasabi po sa inyo kanina, Up RG, always start with cleansing. Clean mo muna para mas maganda ang circulation. Okay? Sige. Can't jog. Because of the pain and the discomfort. Sige. Try mo muna po mag-cleansing. Yung nirecommend ko po kanina. You'll see the changes dyan. Sige. RGS X4, we are rolling out in US 2021. Wow. Pray for our success to help people to keep their immune system healthy to fight pain. Tama po yun. Thank you, Up Bronwyn. I really wish you the best. At saka, nako, ang daming tutulungan. Dapat matulungan dyan sa area mo po, Up Bronwyn, in USA. I think, based on statistics, USA bang highest na merong COVID incident, no? Or disease. Oh my God. Sige, so very important ang job mo dyan, up Bronwyn, to keep others healthy, no? So have a healthy body. Yan, there you go, very good. Okay. Nagkamali ng type, sabi ni Absoforo Carriaga. Oh, no problem. Natuwa nga ako eh. Sabi ko, wow, ano yan? Okay lang po. Ako rin po, sometimes, speaking of nagkamali, ako rin po sa mga, minsan sa boss ko pa, nagte-text ako. Ewan ko ba, I know, this certain word, yun ang tinext ko. Abay, nag-auto, kung pala, check yan, nag-auto, how do you call that? May auto dictionary. Na-send ko na. Oh my God. Na-send ko text. Wala na. Yun na yun. Na-send mo na yun. Unlike sa Viber, pwede mo pang o kaya naman sa Messenger, well, ang habol mo na lang i-erase yun, di ba? Delete. Ayun, text send ko na. Bawi ka agad ako. It's okay. No problem po. Thanks po for sharing. Sige, up RG. So, I need more information, but start with the cleansing. Makikita mo yung changes doon. It can help a lot, RG. Okay. Marami akong natutunan sa iyo. Merry Christmas and advance Happy New Year. God bless po. Thank you, Frederick Galen. Thank you. Sa mentor, ito sila, yun, yung mga mentor mo. Ito na-mention na natin ito, ha? 4x4 International System. There you go. Sige, I think medyo tinitignan ko na yung time ko. Aha! May medyo kailangan masikaso ko na ito, okay? Sige, maraming salamat po. Again, I think next week, tama po ba, sir? Meron tayo next week. Ako solo ulit. Tama po ba? Ayun, sabi ng ating magaling na IT expert. Next week, solo ulit tayo. At ang topic natin, I think it's letter J, so it's jaundice. Hindi jaundice na bondice ba yun? Jaundice, Jaundice, jaundice. It has something to do with the nagyayellowish color. Yan, clue na kayo ha. Yan ang medical term namin. Pag nagyayellowish yung mata, yung skin, yellowish. There you go. So with that, again, nagpapasalamat po ako. Huwag po kayong magsawa na you also share what you learn, no? Huwag po kayong magsawa na every Sunday nagkakaroon tayo ng ganitong should I say sharing of health information. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Please stay healthy, stay safe, always honor God. Palaging honor God whatever happens po. Ganun lang po. Maraming salamat. God bless at salamat po sa inyo. To God be all the glory.